We are drawing a comparison between the 8-year natural figure and 10-year fashion figure. And each head is represented by torso, which is 2 centimeters long. Now this is my mark 0 to 10, which each mark is 2 centimeters. Now after the first portion, the in between the second portion, I will mark the center of it, which is 10 centimeters. That is about 10 centimeters from the first portion. That is where I will have my bust line. Then the bust line is 3 centimeters wide. That means I use 5 as my reference point. I mark 1.5 to the left, 1.5 centimeters to the right. Then the waist is at the top portion. That is at line 3, which is 2 centimeters. I mark 1 centimeter to the right and 1 centimeter to the left. Then at line 4, that is where we have our hip, which is proportional to the bust, which is 3 centimeters. I will mark 1.5 centimeters to either side. Now from the hip, chest line, I draw a straight line to join to the point that I mark at the waistline. Then from the waistline, I will draw to hip line also in both sides. Then the next thing, our knee is a little bit above line 6. Then I will place my ruler as if I'm drawing a straight line from the waist, but I'm actually starting from under the hip line, which the same line with the crotch also to the knee. Then our ankle is at line 8, because this is the 8th natural figure. They are connect from the knee to the ankle. The floor, which is our feet, is a little bit below line 8. We can use triangle to represent it. Then we go to the elbow. Elbow is at line 3 also, the same line with the waist. I will just use small torso to represent it also. Then I will draw a straight line from the chest line to the elbow. The wrist, our wrist is at line 4, which are the same line with the hip and crotch. Then we can use torso to represent it also and connect a straight line from the elbow to the wrist. The hands is at line in between line 5, because this is 8 edge. But we can actually use one person to represent the hand, but we are using a little line. We can still use triangle to represent the hand at line below line 4. And this 8 natural figure. Now, for the 10 fashion figure, the major difference is from the knee to the floor. We are using the same shoulder, 3 centimeters as a shoulder width. I use 5 on the ruler as my reference point. They are marked 1.5 to the right and 1.5 to the left. Then on the waistline, I mark 1 centimeter to both sides, because waist is 2 centimeters. Then the hip also is 3 centimeters. There is 1 centimeter, 1.5 to the right and 1.5 to the left, because hip is proportional to the bust line. Then I will join the points together. That means from the bust line to the waist. Then from the waistline, I will connect back to the hip line. The hip line and the crotch, they are the same line. Then the knee of 10-year fashion figure is below line 6, below, a little bit below line 6. Meanwhile, at 8 head is above line 6. Then I will press the ruler from the waist as if I'm joining from the waist to the knee, but I will actually start from under the hip line. That is from the hip line to the knee. Then our ankle is at line 9. Then I will do the same thing, put the torso to represent and draw a straight line to the ankle, which is at line 9. Then the floor will occupy one portion, which is line 10 for the 10 F fasten figure. And this is the difference. Then we repeat the same thing for the elbow, which is at line 3. We'll draw a straight line from chest to the elbow, chest and shoulder to the elbow. Then our wrist also is at the same line with the 8 natural figure, which is at line 4. We join the elbow to the wrist. Then we can use one portion also to represent our hand at line 5. That is occupying the 5th portion. This 8 natural figure and this 10 fasten figure. You can see the major difference is from the knee to the floor because of the elegancy. Thank you for watching. And this is the difference between the thank you for watching